lost all his points. I'd rather be with the NFL football player than a fucking Pokemon.
These days, though?
Hey, you got the money, it don't matter. Anybody here a fan of Pokemon cards?
I don't know shit about them.
I actually looked up my value of like some of my cards.
Yeah.
And I hate them because I think all my cards are fucking useless.
What?
Why?
You don't got like a fucking Pokemon.
Good story.
No Charizards?
You know what's funny? I remember when I was a kid, when I was in karate class, I was probably like 5 or... No, I was probably like 6 or 7.
Shotokan?
Yeah, Shotokan karate.
The real karate.
Yeah, real shit, my boy. I think I traded my fucking Charizard for like a the guy with the 4 arms.
Why?
I don't know, dude. Because I thought he was cool.
Machamp?
Because he had cool muscles.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't want this dragon fool. Yeah, dude.
yeah, one of the muscle guy.
I want a muscly one.
Versus a hologram dragon.
I think that ruined my net worth. I think there was a mistake that I made when I was a kid.
Because he's like, this sparkly dragon is kind of feminine. I want the muscly one.
I was like, the dragon doesn't have a 6-pack, bro. Like, what
I mean, it's kind of true. Well,
so I got beef with it.
You were wrong. There was an NFL player who quit playing recently and is now trading Pokemon cards and says he earns just about the same.
What?
Just by trading Pokemon cards.
Last November, Blake Martinez quit the NFL to pursue his career in trading and selling Pokemon cards. 29-year-old Las Vegas Raiders linebacker announced his retirement on IG to focus on family and future passions.
Good for him.
While he didn't reveal at that time the exact reason why he was quitting,
because everyone's gonna make fun of him.
Deep fans noticed that the NFL star dropped off one of the rarest cards in the world to a trading page. He made, let me see, backstory, blah, 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 blah. He used to trade Pokemon cards a lot when he was young, and he like fucking loved it. And then when he had to do football, like he like fell off of it. But once COVID-19, the pandemic happened, he like, that's also when Pokemon cards started going crazy again. So he just got back into it. He said, blah, 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 blah. I lost track of collecting once I started playing football, but years later, COVID-19 happened and everything started to skyrocket with trading cards. I called my mom to see what I had left. She told me the cards had either been thrown away or given away.
Fucking
And that's
bitch.
when I decided to get back into the hobby and start recollecting.
Keep my shit.
2 years ago,
Yeah.
2 years ago, Martinez quickly realized that he could make enough money from Pokemon cards to have it as a potential full-time job.
Wow.
Full-time job.
He realized this from Twitch streamers and other streaming platforms doing these box breaks. So box breaks include 36 packs of Pokemon cards, all of which contain 11 cards each. Pokemon fanatics bid on these cards with the hope of obtaining some rare finds, though there's obviously no guarantee.
Is it old gen cards though?
Yeah. So like
Gen sealed packs.
Yeah, you would get like a box of like 36 packs of like generation whatever. I think that the old cards were reprinted in what is considered a later generation, but it's the same thing. So it just depends on what you're capable of getting. I'm guessing if you got fuck tons of money though, you might be able to get like the older stuff. And you sit there and you live stream, and then people are live bidding on packs before they open.
Wow.
So who wants this one? And then people will bid for it, and then you'll live open it, and then you'll just, and the rare card's always like the second to the last one or whatever, so you're always, there's a way that streamers are revealing these things.
So he's doing that?
Once people bid on those, and like this is the one that you've opened and you showed and stuff like that, then you'll actually seal the back up and mail it out to that person.
What? You should do that on JK. Maybe it'll save the channel.
Honestly, it's a fun thing.
Let's do it, bro.
To be honest, I did it on my home.
Is anyone here into Pokemon?
Unless you're Logan and you buy a bunch of fake Pokemon cards.
Oh no.
Try to sell the box and the guy's like even validate that this is a real box and it goes, oh, actually this is fake, and lost like what? Like
Wow.
millions of dollars.
Is that what really happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he or some YouTuber spend like 10 mil or some shit on an NFT and it went to like $2?
Oh, that happened to a lot of people, didn't it?
Yeah, like
I
Steve.
was like,
The dragon eggs are still pretty. They're still pretty cool.
No, I traded it for a Machamp because it has 6-pack. So Martinez got involved in Whatnot, a retail entertainment app where you can buy and sell a bunch of unique items. He said, we ended up doing a box break on Whatnot, and we turned $50,000 worth of Pokemon cards into $108,000 in the first show.
Wow.
Speaking on his new business venture, the former NFL player added, I'd say I work at least 60 to 80 hours a week on this business, whether that's looking for new cards on eBay to buy and resell, or reaching out to people on Instagram or friends to find new consignments.
That sounds
80
fun, though.
hours a week.
Like if you're about that life, like imagine if you're a gamer
Yeah.
and you already spend that much time anyway playing games. and you're getting paid for it. But not only paid, but you're paying fucking good.
He said he revealed he sold a card at Golden Auction for a staggering $672,000.
Wait, this is one card?
One card.
Must have been a Machop.
It was for sure much.
That must have been a 6-pack Machop, dude.
I don't even know. I still have that fucking card.
And that just, for context, that was over half of Martinez's base salary with the Las Vegas Raiders, which stood at $1.035 million. And he says overall he earns about the same as during NFL days.
But he doesn't have CTE no more.
Yeah.
That was it. He said he revealed another reason why he quit football and said the long-term effects of playing a high-contact sport were definitely a factor in his decision to
Dude,
retire.
those guys are all.
What a smart, sensible person.
Especially if you got something else that you're fucking passionate about.
How cool.
And you're actually like, oh shit, I
And
can
you
make
have
the
the
same money.
resources to do that.
I just
Like
like
he's lost all his pussy points. I'd rather be with the NFL football playing a fucking Pokemon.
These days, though,
Hey, you got the money,
So
it
what's
don't
your
matter.
husband do?
he gets some cosplay girls now.
I know. These days, they got so many
60, 70 hours.
anime and like Pokemon groupies and like, cause that's their generation.
They got some babes.
Hey, this generation, nerd is in, guys. Nerd is. I was just born in the wrong generation.
Jocks are no longer the leading, choice, right?
It's toxic masculinity, man.
Right.
Frick, dude.
That's why I think it's cool. As someone that was eligible for something like the NFL is also a power player in Pokemon.
It's crazy that the NFL distracted him from his passion.
Yeah.
That's how good he was. He's so good. The NFL fucking distracted him.
He's like a Bo Jackson type, but with nerdy shit.
Can you guys make a career shift like that? Like, would you be able to just go and do something for 60, 80 hours when you already established yourself doing something else?
Is there something that you don't do as your job that you could do for 60, 80 hours?
That's what I'm trying to find.
Well,
is
I
like,
think
what
it's
do I
possible.
really like?
Like for example,
60 to 80
like
hours?
also
That's a
if
lot
you've
of hours,
already
even
built like a following and there's already some sort of like hype, and then you also have money already to like get into things like that. I think that there's options, right? You know what I mean? But if you're like starting over from scratch, that's different. So like this,
I don't like doing anything for 80 hours.
No.
That's a lot.
I need variety, dude.
Yeah, me too.
I need to do a little.
well, you wouldn't be
10 hours
necessarily
a
doing
day.
like that one craft. You might be doing like things around that industry.
In that field for 80 hours.
Because I probably spent that much when I was opening up Jumbi because I had to.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not collecting Pokemons. That's probably way fun.
variety-driven people to do that. If you have too many interests, I don't know. I'm trying to think how you would even be able to do that.
I could see, for example, let's say, like stopping everything else and just doing for IRL Twitch streaming or something. You know what I mean? Because then, like the IRL category is really just anything that you would normally want to do anyway. It's just if you're already a social media personality, then people are just down to follow whatever it is you do. Whether you go into gaming, whether you're unboxing shit, whether you're just fucking reacting to some shit, whether you know what I'm saying.
I think you still have to have some sort of foundation and platform to like have that be encompassing your life for 60 to 80 hours.
That's what
right?
I'm saying. Like based off of what he said, it's kind of like, would you be able to like drop like what you're already at? And it's like in this circle, it's kind of like people are already on social media and doing stuff like that. It's like take
be
away
easier,
like Bart take
right.
away like Barbell Brigade and like JK, and he's
And
still
just
doing
focus.
like all of his
Okay,
like
yeah.
regular
Like
vlogging
surfing.
camera stuff. But then now you could just like stream it and then maybe make a living off of that hypothetically.
I really like swimming and like any water shit, like fucking scuba diving or whatever. But I think like
Can't do that 80 hours a week.
80 hours a week?
Underwater for 80 hours a week.
That's what I'm saying. Is like,
You start
how
having gills.
passionate are you to doing one thing?
Live streaming is different though, right? Like live streaming is like
That's a different game.
especially when you're like unboxing. I feel like that's like gambling. You know how sometimes with gambling you could just be there, you don't fucking have to eat because there's this like adrenaline.
Oh yeah.
Anticipation
Yeah.
of like, am I gonna get something good?
And you're making money. Like when you're if you're on the clock and you're just constantly seeing money roll in, I bet you can sit there for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Like
I don't know if
those
I could
QVC
keep it up
guys.
for like 50 weeks though. You know, I might be able to commit 2-3 weeks.
What if you're making like fucking 20 grand a day?
right. Like maybe you don't.
You'll
have
get desensitized after a year.
I might need to take a break or something.
I think it's also that weird thing where like money doesn't necessarily like you're just mine's gonna adjust.
Yeah.
I think once 20K will just become the norm, then it's no longer wow 20K. It's like
Yeah, because I think he's genuinely like
just loves that.
loves Pokemon, and then I'm like I don't know if I'm obsessed with anything to that level to where I can do it that long? Because it doesn't sound like it's about the money.
What if somebody's paying you like $10,000 to $20,000 per day and you just had to like screen porno?
That's too much, bro.
But that's
that's porn.
I'm not that passionate about it.
Yeah, but you're not like angry at it either.
The thing with this
Maybe,
guy is
yeah.
that it's
That would
not
wreck your
that,
brain.
There's a
it's
lot,
not just
yeah.
that he has a thing he loves, but he has an edge on it.
He does.
That's the main thing. Is
He has an
like
edge on it.
there's an edge. Like if you don't have an edge, it's different.
It's not fun.
There's something he knows that a lot of people might not, and he's doing that edge.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm.
Oh, okay.
Slash, he's got access, right?
Right.
Like if you have $50,000 to start on your first one day,
Yeah, that's your seed.
yeah, you're in a different realm of like profits, you know?
Because he's already been making that while he's an NFL, like getting that salary.
Yeah, like selling a car for like $600,000 is a step down from his other salary. Like that's okay. You know what I mean? That's a different, totally different experience.
I would say like I don't know many people that have that kind of a passion towards something that they can just switch whatever careers and stick with.
But there's also the conversation of like what you are in that industry. Like he might just be in the entire NFL, just like another linebacker who's maybe like XYZ string or like only has so much on his contract. Whereas like you jump into like the Pokemon world,
Or like his
he's like
status.
one of the top.
So then that means his cards are worth more than his card.